Alright, and here we are for the final part of the Nurburgring Chronicles. We have what would theoretically be the perfect championship. Everyone has the same car, except for me, because I don't really need to have the same car. Of course, here's where we'll learn of the new characters of the series. Basically all Sonic characters. Silver, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are the four new characters. And they will end up in time loop in due time, not dear time, as well. So Burn here will have the advantage here, because he's already driven this car in one run. The only thing you worry here is that, because we're in the same car, nothing will ever happen. Music on in the background just in case it gets to that point, which I feel like it will. It's like a 70% chance that there'll be like not a single pass happening this entire race. As he has Burn fearlessly drives on the outside of Buttercup, so maybe we still have hope. That's not it. Oh! Well, Samurai Jack, Knuckles, and Burn are out of the race. That's what you would call fatal overconfidence. Boom! God, the light-blue car, I think that's Bubbles, must have been... Yeah, it's Bubbles, must have been... Saw a light flash before her eyes, and boom! I think every single TV camera gets a pretty good shot of this, too. Alright, so maybe there's still hope as long as people keep doing stuff like that. And yes, this is partially teased because of the fact that I had Sonic in the last episode of Time Loop as well. Or at least 35 was the most recent one at the time of the recording this. I would imagine if you have seen it and commented on it, the spam filter ate that one as well. We should have Alex. As always, proving his versatility. He's more of a Ferrari guy, but he's able to command this Lamborghini perfectly fine. The Powerpuff Girls has been pretty well versed in these vehicles too. It's basically what they drive in time loop. Well, basically, it literally is what they drive. A bit interesting over the curb so far. Everyone survived, unfortunately. Slipstream powers. That will apparently settle that. Well, that'll be interesting. God darn. Silver's got absolutely trashed. Shadow even worse, but oh my god. I didn't know it would be that bad. Oh my lord. We just lost 2 characters too. Gee whiz. Many buttercup things in this too. This happened right behind her. From Silver's perspective, they both missed the corner, or they both would have. Boom! And that's what's gonna look from Buttercup's. Oh, she's gonna read. Yeah, we're not gonna see a darn thing, are we? Nope. What's Silver's front damage like? A lot. Oh my god. If she picks the moment right, Bubble should be able to get around him quite easily now. As long as she doesn't pick this moment specifically, which you really can't. So, not from here. Oh, I don't think that's a better one either. And I guess she realized that. At this rate, Amy will score from starting last just by surviving the race. Silver's damage is now causing him to create a huge train behind him. And Bubbles just too timid to do anything to challenge him. This is closer than it counts. It's a commonplace that AI try it. Carter kept sort of losing the plot a tiny bit here. So he's holding onto the car really well for what the damage he has is. Troubles he ain't got all day. I'm just saying. Getting gosh, getting Act 2 flashbacks here. Blossom versus Alex for the entire way through. Interesting combination too. It's like the best driver versus the most popular. No, that'd actually be Bubbles, but. What was it like when you're a little kid, you like Bubbles the most? When you're a teenager, you appreciate Buttercup. And when you're an adult, you really like Blossom. That's what I've been told, usually. Blossom better get done before the corner, sweetie. You're both gonna be for a world of hurt. What's in her engine? God. Is she using Chemical X for oil or something? 181. I'm faster than some world race machines can get to. Oh, man, I'm going. Oh, she got silver. And now Tails just slipstream to his way around, not her. And nothing else happens. And Silver just got well, oh wait, no. I know why he got I was like really shocked by that. Yes, Edgar. He has massive damage to his suspension. Of course he got destroyed on the straight. He's holding slightly right the entire way. It's really more confusing how Tails has such a massive amount of speed. And Bubbles had nothing to do could do nothing about it. Oh dear. Now, see, I actually did it intelligently, unlike Burn, who was like, yes! No! Hi, Rebel Tree. This race is fizzled out right now. one thing that can really happen is this, events that come from Silver being followed by Mojo and Amy. Like this. Mojo just had enough waiting, I guess. And me and Sonic is the only other group of drivers that are really close enough to each other to make it seem like it's a closely fought fight. The only part of this series that's really been canonical to Time Loop or Universe Zero as a whole is the ending of which, or the final part here of which, where Silver uses his inert ability to manipulate the Chaos Emeralds the way that Sonic and Shadow can, to trace the location and get to the location of Sonic and Shadow, whom they've not seen for, well, no one really knows how long it's been. Alex fell off kind of hard once Blossom got around him finally. Someone's gonna do it, right? I mean, come on now. At this point, the game is just teasing me with his curbs. It's because the Lamborghinis are so stable, which seems weird, but they are. What's wrong, Sonic? Am I too fast for you? Figures Blossom wins in her, it's basically her time loop car. Interesting. He just wreck himself, I'm assuming? Didn't have the steering to make the turn anymore, I guess. Yep. The heck? How did Mojo crash there? Wow. Good job, guys. I'm gonna wait for you two to finish, too. I don't know why Mojo didn't make the turn. No, Silver got 10th anyway. He crashed slightly further ahead than Mojo did. Alright, so now we've reached the end of the Nurburgring Chronicles. We have 3 laps of the endurance course. And hope that the episode lasts long enough to see all of it. I think we're so far like 22 minutes on the recording or so. Remembering that the major competitors here would be Blossom, Alex, Dexter, and Buttercup in that order. Well, Dexter won't be doing much. Buttercup and Tails look like the best. Alex and Blossom are in a position to challenge, but not the greatest. Whoa, nice drift and disappearance from... Well, that was me. What am I doing? Did I get hit or am I just being stupid? I ran into Tails and then someone got hit by Shadow. And I just was just like, nope, no more. Frequently misjudge how long my headset cord is and just pull my tab out of my footstool. Looking forward to see more of Vern's absolutely insane with confidence later in the race. Things right now, I don't even know if this would be enough to win. Let's see, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6. The tails would be sitting on 21. Buttercup would be 22. As long as Buttercup doesn't get past, she would win the championship. Or Blossom, who's currently sitting on, would be 23. She would win right now. Is there anything stupid in the back? Nope. No, there's not much happening at all. I'm not sure if you noticed or not. A very colorful section of cars here. Red, purple, off pink, and then light blue. Right, I'm not in third anymore. Son of a... That's the grass, Moja. You don't really want to avoid that. Classic Alex versus Blossom again. I think Alex and Burn. Alex and Blossom is like the Universe Zero battle. Since, well, day 2. So, I like how somewhere I saw on Messenger, somewhere in the Gran Turismo Sport version of this course, you know, like the chalk writing that's everywhere. Well, there's something that says something very expletive. I almost wonder if that's here somewhere, but I can't bother to look for it. even closer to the curb this time, or even playing with it, or even thinking of the idea. I think if we get a lot closer by the beginning of the straightaway, though. She's gonna draft her way up there to him. I don't think she's getting much benefit from this distance. Definitely not now, because Tail's got a way better run out of that turn. You know, there's the Great Knuckles train of 2019 back here. You know, Buttercup ain't getting nothing from here. Only hope that she has if Tails misses the turn, then she actually makes it like a normal person. Oh yeah, Burn versus Knuckles. And we'll see you later, Knuckles. Burn managed to actually keep his pants on there. Well, that's effectively ended Knuckles' race right there. It's no use? Question mark? He wasn't even against anyone. He just drove himself into the wall like an idiot. This will end it. Sonic did the same thing, but he just kind of bounced off and went on. Buttercup must have had a bad time somewhere. You know, 2 seconds zone on Tails, and Shadow is getting on her. Also, apparently, Alex passed Blossom somewhere down the line. I guess down to turn 1. This basically seals Bubbles, Sonic, Jack, and Dexter off from the rest of the field as well. Unless they're gonna be stuck behind him for some time now, unless Bubbles does something crazy up down the straight. And even then, I don't think she can catch them. Even with no, she went off. That basically that's curtains for her. Her best odds are 9th. Her best hope is 9th, and that's it. Which is solely dependent on if you can get around Knuckles within the next, like, 2 minutes. Or at least before Sonic can do it. I think in both these races, Buttercup's kind of been like the one-lap magic driver. Good on the first lap, and then from then on, she's been kind of falling off a little. Mm. Alex totally missed that turn. Blossom's back on his diffuser. Mojo's capitalizing on the shot. It's like people are like taking turns messing up corners. Knuckles still blocking off Bubbles and Beyond. Which sounds like a Bed Bath & Beyond ripoff, if ever I heard the name. I'm no longer so sure if this will fit in the episode timer. I don't think I can look at any more replays. You know, with Alex past Blossom, she doesn't win anymore, obviously. Go to Buttercup, assuming that Shadow can't get around her. If Shadow gets around Buttercup, Tails wins. That'd be the least of his problem there now. His Mojo Jojo is right on his bumper. Buttercup is closing on Tails. He must be getting too complacent. And have to, darn, he's not gonna make it. You should speed up. References. Probably just over a second separates the two at the current moment. What's Bubbles doing? Still stuck. Again, Buttercup is still not within drafting range, though. She'd have to gain like another, like 2 or 3/10 of a second on him to get in that range. That'll help for sure. I think he walked somehow despite not really having to brake much in that corner. There's just so much in this one area. My lord. So much chalk. Buttercup's still not in range. He's getting closer, obviously, but it's not by much. And again, from there, she won't be getting any kind of slipstream benefits from him. Or if she does, it's not nearly enough to get her up alongside of him. But who is close enough for sure. Shadow is under huge pressure from Mojo Jojo. As this is Blossom under pressuring Alex. Burn right behind, and just an incident between these two could be catastrophic for them, and a huge bonus for Burn. Mojo's easily cleared Shadow, who seems to be down a little on gear ratios and or top speed. Tails, I thought, missed a turn. No, Buttercup almost did. Buttercup sorta did, actually. Mojo missed it way worse, though. Well, this is a problem. Are you trying to exchange insurance information? I think their mirror is clipped. This is interesting. Chronicles finally lost all those places down the street. But, what now? Bubbles smacks the one. So Blossom is out of the race. That's obviously it for that championship. So it's down to basically between Buttercup, Tails, and Alex. If Alex can get past these two, he can win. Tails right now live championship. Tails on 21. Buttercup is on. Oh god, I just realized. That was Dexter in third, wasn't it? Not Buttercup. You know, Dexter, the one that's in last of the running vehicles. I think Tails basically has it unless Alex can get around the, I guess, villains, as it were. Because that means Buttercup right now would only have 20 points, not 22. Is there a balloon up there? Now it's gone. Interesting. Yeah, there it is off to the left. But once it gets off screen here, we don't see it again. What the heck? So to win the championship now, Buttercup would have to pass Tails. Otherwise, Tails wins with his 21. And Alex, to beat that, pun not intended, would need third, so yeah. Also, Bubbles is now last of the running cars. Of course, now Burn is imposing something on Alex, being within 2 seconds, really. Darn it, I want Sonic. Summerjack with a big chunk of damage. Amy's car is actually fine, so we're being hooked on Blossoms for like 10 seconds. Oh, Sonic doesn't even have any... Oh, never mind, she has a lot of damage, just one pop up. And wow. Buttercup is absolutely nowhere near where Tails is right now. That's probably a 4-second deficit right there. Somewhere around there, yeah. 3.5. Mm. Ugh, God. Well, for the moment, Alex is doing nothing to pressurize Mojo or Shadow, but instead is actually just under attack from Burn, more so. Buttercup has regained on Tails a tiny bit, but that's nowhere near enough. Yeah, Alex is definitely feeling it now. I'd say it's down to like 2.5 seconds. I'd say it's down to less than a half a second. Thing that's too, I don't know if the spam filter's eaten alive the any comments you may have left on the original, on the older parts, or at least part 3 and 4. Maybe with 1 and 3, I don't think I'm remembering, but I don't think you've done one on 4 from what I've noticed. I know Tails has this race as long as he makes the final corners. If he doesn't, then he still might, as long as he doesn't wreck the car or end up backwards. Because there's no way she's getting a draft from here. What isn't set in stone is what will happen between Burn and Alex here. They'll probably wreck each other over it, knowing Burn. Mojo and Shadow. I don't think Shadow's close enough to get a draft either, so it's going to basically be down to these two. And Burn pulls aside immediately. Confident he has a big enough run that he doesn't even need the slipstream. Oh my god, Tails is going. Same with Mojo. These two are dead even as they cross under the Bilstein Bridge. Burn has to let off because there's a bit of the grass. He's in the grass anyway. Tails has successfully made the turn, and I think he wins the race and the championship. Byrne backs right out and watches as Alex just totally loses his mind. I think that about settles that. In his debut championship, Tails ends up winning the championship. And Buttercup will be literally a point off. Well, this is interesting. Amy takes 7th from her boyfriend to be. The game decides not to tell us that correctly, though. Sonic is not 7th. And Amy is not in 9th. I don't know what this game is on about. Yeah, that would be correct. Amy ends up in 7th, not 9th game. And, yep, by 1 whole point. Tails wins his debut, just the same way Buttercup did in Act 5? Silver and Knuckles did not have such great debuts. I got the points went 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for technically 13th through 7th. Was it 5 where she debuted, I think? No. I wouldn't have been here either. It'd be here she debuted and how'd this go? Oh, result unsaved. Son of a gun.